Hello, friends. It's Monday. That means it's time for your 3-card weekly reading, where we do 3 cards for the collective to look at the energies that will be available for us this week. And then we do single cards for those who request for the week ahead. It's so good to see so many of you already here today. And of course, a special shout out to the members and the moderators. If you happen to be here for the first time, please do subscribe and hit that bell. I am Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. Let's go right on over to Card Cam and get going. All right. As you can see, today we will be working with the Gill Tarot. This is a really interesting deck because it is a Crowley-inspired deck. So we'll see what you think. All right, as you can see, the backs of the cards are not reversible because a Crowley back never would need to be. And it's got the Tree of Life, which is really kind of cool. All right. So 3 cards for the collective. Let's see what we got. And when we look at this week, oh, of course, of significant importance to us, we have a class coming up this week on Thursday. Is it Thursday, Wednesday? You know, I was going to check so I could make sure to remind you, and then I went off and did other things and did not check. No, it's Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, day after tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The link is already up. We're doing reversals. Really looking forward to it. All right, here we go. 3 cards for the collective. Now, will I be honoring reversals with this deck? This deck was not created to work with reversals. Will I be honoring reversals? Probably. Because... and this is just me. I care more about my intention than the artist's intention. And I think other people may, some people may agree with that. Some people may disagree with that. No right or wrong. There it is. All right, here we go. 3 cards for the collective for the week ahead. We have the Queen of Wands, which here is called Reflection. We have the 7 of Wands, of course, Valor. And the Princess of Discs or Pentacles, which here is called Growth. So one great thing about this deck is it has... maybe a little more illustration, some more depth in the illustration than some. But great keywords using, of course, the esoteric titles, but also esoteric titles here and here, which different than Crowley, right? So that's cool. Okay, what do we see for the week ahead? This is our last week of November, also first week of December. The calendar changes at the end of the week. We're working on tarot scopes as we speak. For this week ahead, there is so much here that suggests that we need to be focused this week on our creativity, on our personal growth, on our grounding, and on where we're going to stand our ground. And this could be like as we go into the holiday season, like everyone has a different relationship with the holidays. Everyone celebrates different holidays, but we're all going into this together, and here we are. I think that's the thing about the week after Thanksgiving, is we're all sort of in this collective space of, okay, here it is, we're doing it. And the people who are like really into it and really love it and are really well prepared, they've been doing it since August, That was my mother. She'd be done with her Christmas shopping by the end of August, seriously. But I think, I talked to one person yesterday who like always decorates for the holidays. And this year she's like, yeah, no, just not feeling it. And her family's all shaming her and whatnot. But she's like, no, because she's going to stand her ground. Or it could go the other way where you don't usually, but this year you feel like it. So I feel like this week, these cards are asking us to figure out how we're going into the holidays, how we're going into the end of the year, how we're setting ourselves up for success for the last month of the year and for the year coming forward. So this is really, I think, asking each of us, okay, we've got a month left and it's a holiday month. How do you want to do it? And it's not really saying, well, it is. It is saying how you want to do it. Do it with creativity. Do it with personal determination. And do it with a focus on your own growth. There it is. Perfect. Perfect. Justine, yeah, I've really come around to enjoying this time because of that very reason. We're all in this in-between space together. Yeah. Yeah. And, honestly, I will tell you, I wasn't going to share this with you until later, but I have to, oh, you know what? It's not going to work until we get rid of, well, okay. It does light up though. It's green, so it's not really working, but I've decided to celebrate the holidays significantly this year. Anyway, as we get closer to StaarCon, we will have to do away with this green screen for a little while because this is also StaarCon equipment that I'm sharing it with. My two businesses share equipment. So look for fun hats and headgear for a little while instead of my green screen. We'll still have card cam though. All right. Anyway, that was silly. But y'all are sweet. Okay. But that's, I've just decided, I'm with Justine. I can have all kinds of interesting relationships with the holiday season, but we're all in it. So let's just do it and let's do it big and let's have some fun with it. And that's my hill, and that's my hill. I don't know if I'm willing to die on it or not, but that's my hill. All right. Right. Justine says festivity has been helping me feel better lately too, right? Why complain about people putting their lights up or people being festive? Let's be festive, for gosh sakes. Lisa Harmon, thank you so much. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for the very generous super sticker. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. All right, here we go. First request that I see, Caroline McLaughlin. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. Here's a card for you. The 10 of Cups for the week ahead. Caroline, this week, enjoy family, enjoy home, enjoy the people that you love, and really feel good and proud of everything that you've accomplished and everything that you're doing. This is really an invitation to lean into all the good and delicious things you've got going on in your life. Very good. Adrija, you're up next. So good to see you. Just dropping cards all over the place. Here we go, Adrija. Let's see what we got here. Okay, the 4 of Swords, the card of rest. This week, you may not be feeling your best, or you may have something going on that you're not quite sure what you want to do with. And so be willing to give yourself a break. Be willing to take a day off. Be willing to let yourself sleep in or go to bed early. Be willing to back away from something if you need to. Give yourself space. Justine, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. And thanks for using members only emojis. You're up next. Marion Newberry, I want to thank you so much for being a member and for the very generous super sticker. Really appreciate that. Wendy Robeson, spiritual advisor. Thanks for being a member. This is the Gil Tarot. Okay, Justine, here's your card. Not surprising. The 10 of Wands, and this is like very fiery. It's called oppression. Like this is really like this week is the week that you're really going to need to come to terms with the situation, and that you've tried everything that you can to deal with it in one way. Now you're going to have to deal with it in a different way. And that's what this week is going to be about. We'll talk later. All right. 64, Amy Penn, you are up next. Looking for a job thing has got you down, I understand, but let's see what we see for the week ahead for you. Justice. So justice can be like a contract, you know. It can be finding what you're looking for. So this is really a card of encouragement. Does this mean that you're going to be like signing a contract this week? I mean, maybe not for a job, maybe just a contract. But I think this also really is here to remind you all good things will happen in all good time. And that it will happen in time. Like one thing I think about with this card is like the budget balancing, right? And so when you're looking for a job, you know, there's this whole question around, are we going to be okay? And this says, yes, you will be okay. You will get a job. You will be okay. And there may be some things that happen this week that encourage you. All right, Trey Cameron, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for the week ahead. Trey. The devil. What do we want to do with this, Trey? So, how could we see this? Like you could have way too much fun this week. You could dive into like depression and negative thinking this week. Let's try not to do that. Let's use this as a warning to stay away from that. You could dive into your writing in a really obsessive way this week or some other thing. And so like this could be, this can be for the week ahead, an encouragement for moderation, an encouragement for adhering to the things that really interest you, maybe even an encouragement for a little self-indulgence, but also, you know, try to do it in a way that isn't harmful. Enjoy. Ha, Kimmy, you picked it up. You picked it up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You got it. You got it. Wow. Oh. We're on to a whole new game now. Like, have you seen like on TikTok and whatnot, there are the meteorologists, the weather people who sneak song titles into the weather or song lyrics into the weather. I did just sneak a Grateful Dead song lyric into a reading, and Kimmy's divination station was on it. So look for more as we go forward. It's a new game. Can you spot the song lyric? And very likely it will be Grateful Dead. Maybe not, but it might be. Can you spot the song lyric? Ha ha! Well done, well done. Oh, that makes me so happy. Cannot wait to meet you in person, Kimmy, at StaarCon. And everyone else, remember, StaarCon is coming up. It is right around the corner, not this coming month, but the month after. So the link to get your ticket in the description. The link to learn about it in the description, and everyone can come because we're hybrid. You can be there in person or online, and there's a ticket for every budget. So there it is. And Wendy, you're coming too, aren't you? You're going to be at StaarCon too. Isn't that true? I think that's true. Oh my gosh, so much fun we are going to have. I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, Audrey M., enough nonsense. Time for you. You want it in your readings. Okay, Kimmy, I'm going to try to remember. When I read for you, it's going to be Grateful Dead lyrics. Oh my gosh, what a fun challenge. Oh my gosh. All right. Audrey M., so good to see you. Oh. Our tarot meetup, our monthly tarot meetup is this coming Sunday. I'm glad I saw your name because it reminded me, because you're kind enough to drive all the way up to the meetups. I remember last month you got caught in traffic and couldn't make it. I felt so bad. But we do have our meetup. Everyone, not just for Audrey, if you happen to be local or local enough, come join us in Palm City at Panera this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. All right. Yes, Wendy. So we will see you in person too at StaarCon. Cannot wait. All right. Audrey, hoping to see you at StaarCon too. Not a far trip for you. Okay, here we go. Audrey, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. So you have the 8 of Cups. And this is where, like, I start not loving these keywords or these esoteric titles. And I'm not even sure that this is, can anyone verify, is this the Crowley esoteric title for this card? I'm not even sure that it is. So there may be some deviation, but I don't love it. Instability, I don't love it. It's the 8 of Cups. We know the weight 8 of Cups is that sense of walking away from one thing, walking toward another thing. Is there instability in that? I mean, tangentially, yes. So I don't know, Audrey, if you're feeling a little unstable this week, bear that in mind. And sometimes that could even be physical, like how's your ankles, how's your knees, wear stable shoes, whatever. Don't be on ladders this week. But when I look at the 8 of Cups, I really think about it as a growth process. And knowing you and knowing how committed you are to your own healing and your own growth, that's really where I want to put it for you, Audrey. This is a card that speaks for this week and ongoing to your process of growth, which is always about what we are walking toward, what we're walking away from, and it always leaves us feeling a little uncertain. That's the nature of it. All right. Jeannie Mnuchin, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. Woohoo! This is just the card you wanted to see for this week, Jeannie. Please take this, man. And okay, just as I didn't love the keyword in the last one, I love the keyword here. Potency. And that's fabulous. It's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, the birth of wonderful creative things, the birth of projects, the birth of things that inspire, taking anger and turning it into art. All the things. I think you'll have a good week. Marion Newbury, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thank you for the super sticker. 8 of Cups, walking away over rocky ground. The room looks kind of concerned, but instability wouldn't be my first choice. Interesting, though. 8 of Cups is such a deep card, which is why it is my favorite card. Like such a weird card. Well, between the 8 of Cups and Temperance. Okay. Temperance is also my favorite card. But for the minors, 8 of Cups, for all the reasons you just mentioned, it is so deep. All right. Here it is, Kimmy's Divination Station. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being here. And here is my challenge. Whatever card comes up, I'm going to come up with a legit reading for the week ahead, along with a Grateful Dead lyric that goes along with it. My punishment for having been tagged, for having sneaked a Grateful Dead lyric into an unsuspecting person's reading. Here we go. We ready? Here we go. I shuffled. You saw me shuffling a lot. But once again, here comes the Ace. The Ace of Wands. What do we see, man? So for you, this is really about leaning into your creativity this week, leaning into your own inner fire. And there's so many references to fire in Grateful Dead songs, right? The dragon with matches who's loose on the town. But that's not where I want to go for you. What this tells me to tell you is sometimes we live no particular way but our own. And I see this as really this encouragement for you to lean into the way that you are living and the way that you want to live. This week and always. All right. Yolanda, good to see you. Thanks for being here. You, Jenna, and Mark. Yolanda. 5 of Wands. There'll be some conflict this week. It may be some family conflict, maybe just conflict as you move yourself forward. But I love that this is called endeavor. And I feel like this, everything that you're doing for a purpose. It may not feel good, but it is good. That's what you have to remember. It may not feel good, but it is good. And for Jenna, the Prince of I'm going to say Wands. I'm going to say this is Wands, although I'm not sure. It could be Swords, but I think it's Wands. It just feels very fiery here. Aspiration. And I love that. Like this week, you have to think about your long-term goals, Jenna. What you're doing this week. And I mean, when you're young, you think in immediate terms, right? But you have to start thinking in long-term. And so think about that this week. Hold that really to your mind and heart this week. Kimmy, reading with song lyrics would be a great class. It really would be. It really would be. That's a great idea. All right. Okay, Mark. There's that 8 of Cups again. So Mark, you may need to shift this week. You may need to shift your ideas. You may need to shift your thoughts. You may need to shift your position on something this week. Marion, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you so much once again for that super sticker. Here's a card for you. The Hierophant. Here in this deck called Priest, but Hierophant. All right. So, Marion, this week, really go into this week knowing that you are the boss of the things that you are the boss of. You may not be the boss of all things, but you are the boss of some things. And you are the boss. You are the boss of that. You are the boss of what you do. And this week, really lean into your authority and lean into the things that you wish to become an authority of and think about how that's going to work. So recognizing your own authority, recognizing that you're the boss of you, recognizing that you are the authority in the ways that you are, and don't let other people like talk down to you in areas of your expertise, and plan for the ways you will be the authority in the future. Yes, Pamela's Insight. Good to see you. Thanks for being a moderator. A couple of years ago, that guy did the class at StaarCon with the Beatles lyrics. Yes, that's Frank Kwiatkowski, and he's coming back this year to do another musical thing. The Fab Four are back this year. Let's just put it that way. All right, Febborn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Yeah, this is the Prince of Swords, so I was right about Jenna's Prince. The Prince of Swords, which would be like the Knight of Swords, action. This week, an action-oriented week. I think you may get some writing done, you may get some thinking done, you may get some important communication done, and it will be very positive. I feel very good about this for you. All right. Melissa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We'll look forward to seeing you at StaarCon as well. See how this is shaping up. You know, this is good. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Great to see you yesterday as well. Here is a card for you. Look at that. You get the Empress. So this week, you know, you need to remember that you are conspiring with the universe to be co-creators of wonderful things in your own life. And, you know, whether you see that or not, whether you know that or not, whether you feel that or not, pretend you know that, see that, and feel that, and embrace that because it's the truth. Barbie Bird, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Good to see you. The layout guide. Yeah, I should not have shuffled that in. Okay, sorry. Should we try to interpret that? No. But what we will interpret is the King of Cups, beautifully called inspiration here. Like you see, you get like my running commentary on the keywords because they are breaking away from the Crowley keywords for sure. So, you know, you get my running commentary. But I love this for you. I love it, and I love it for you, Barbie. Let this be a week of inspiration for you. Let this be a week where you rise to the highest levels of possibility. Be idealistic, be inspired, and inspire others this week. All right. Smile Soul 20, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Hope your vacation's been going well. Here is a card for you. Ooh, the Prince of Discs, construction. I really think that you've been like plotting changes, and I think you will this week. I don't know if you go back to work this week or next week. I don't know. But I really think you're working on moving forward. You are working on creating new pathways for yourself, and this will be very good. And you may see some evidence of that this week. All right. Peggy Lou Leven, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. A card for you and for Bill, most certainly. For you, Peggy Lou, the Five of Swords. And here it's called loss. I would honestly, the key word I would use for this more is battle. But one way or another, you are battling with a loss. You know, that's real. And so this week, I think you will be coming to terms with some of the things that have happened and trying to find your way towards some place of peace there. And for Bill, the Six of Discs, or the Six of Pentacles, which here is called well-being. I think that's really interesting. And I would say working to take good care of yourself all the time, but especially this week, and really trying to lean into that makes a lot of sense. And next up, we have Pamela. Looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Oh my goodness. See, I'm like calling out the names of the people who are going to be at StaarCon to encourage other people to be at StaarCon, right? Either in person or virtually. Either way, it's fun. I just overscrolled like so significantly. Here we go. Pamela Phillips, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. So you, your daughter, and Pip in England, and Pip is also a member, and Pip is also coming to StaarCon. All right. I don't know why. I'm finding these cards really slippery. Oh, Joyous Ocean. Yes, you will be there and you will be presenting and performing in the Bardic Circle. So exciting. So exciting. So exciting. Joyous Ocean. Yes. All right, here we go. For you, Pamela. Okay, and I'm going to share something with you. Remember, this is a Crowley-inspired deck. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with reversals. Because the back isn't reversible, I'm just not giving y'all reversals today. That's what's happening. I'm just not. So Uncle Al gets his way today. Oh, and Pamela, you get your way as well. The Three of Pentacles or the Three of Discs, gain. You may get some good news financially this week. You may get some good news that the things you've been working on are kind of coming to fruition. You may get some good news around other projects that you're developing. So this week, look for good news, and it's high time, so that's great. All right. And for Pamela's daughter, Ten of Cups, success. This will be a good week. Personally, professionally, I'm going to say across the board, a good week for you. Perfect. All right. And for Pip. And Pip, thank you for being a member, and we're looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. The Two of Cups. So this week, this could be about friends, it could be about family, it could be about work. Here it's called the card of unity, which I kind of like. This week, be a good partner to yourself, be a good friend to yourself, and think about the different people in your life that you interact with and the ways that you partner with them, and just really try to be in charge of that, and it will serve you well. Autumn Pond, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate it. Here is a card for you. I love that you call me Fairy Card Mom. That's so funny. Six of Cups, satisfaction. We know that in the Waite tradition, this is also a card of nostalgia. And so this week, it may be that the holiday season has you thinking about holidays past. It may be that you are digging into your own sort of personal or spiritual or creative internal self and remembering who you are. This may just be a sign that you'll have a very good and satisfying week. One way or the other, expect contact from an old friend. And remember who you are. Alon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Well-being. Here's that Six of Pentacles. We remember, too, with this card that there's reciprocity here. It's important for you to lean into your own well-being and think about what's best for you, what's good for you. And I feel like you're not trained to do that, but that's what you need to do. And any person who's going to be significant in your life has to also care about what's best for you, not just what's best for them. Baby Cake, so good to see you. We have a lot of carbs here today. Yeah, very good. All right, here we go. Here's a card for you. Ouch! Well, you didn't have to put it right out like that. The Nine of Swords. We know this is a tough card in any deck. I don't know that you had to call it despair. Good Lord. This week, I don't think it's going to be that bad. But there may be some things not working out the way you want. There may be some things causing you anxiety. You may have problems sleeping. It may be that literal, that you'll have problems sleeping. So do not despair. I don't think it's like that. But I do think this could be a little bit of a tough week as you navigate the way forward. So just be very kind to yourself. Oh, Joanne, this is the Gill Tarot, and it's based more on the Crowley deck than the Waite deck. And so very different from me because I'm very weight-based. So you can see me giving this deck a little bit of a side eye, but I like it too at the same time. All right. Sheila Selby, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for the week ahead for you. The Wheel of Fortune. All right, so this week, expect to have good luck, but recognize that anything can happen. Pay attention to cycles. And if you find yourself being like, man, I do this all the time and I really don't like it, it's a good time to break bad habits. Let's think about it that way. But likewise, you may notice another person's behavior, recognizing something that another person does that may give you some insight into them and into the relationship. All right. Joyous Ocean. So there are three primary traditions in tarot: Crowley, Waite, and Marseille. I won't go any further because we're all not here for a tarot history lesson, but that's where we're at. Do I read Marseille? I can read anything, but no. I have no particular skill nor training for it. No. I could read 78 pieces of notebook paper if I had to, but no. All right. Sheila Selby, I'm sitting here did we actually do you? I know I said your name. Did I pull a card for you? I don't remember if I did or didn't. I remember saying your name though, so let me know if I did or didn't. I'm going to move on because I think I did, but let me know if I didn't because I can be that I can make that mistake. So let me know if I didn't. And I am moving on to Kim K. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. You, Maria, and Anthony. Yes, I will. Diana, I'm very weight-based too. Yeah, got it. Okay. Kim. Ace of Pentacles, the card of wealth. This week, pay attention to your own physical well-being, to your own financial well-being, and to your day-to-day stuff to make sure it's what you want and need it to be. For Maria, This was in our 3 cards. So very auspicious. 7 of Wands, the card of valor. Maria, this week, stand up for what makes sense to you. Do not be a pushover. Do not let people walk on you. Have boundaries. Be careful about it. Be careful about how you do it. But definitely have boundaries and stand up when you need to. And for Anthony, the 6 of Wands, the card of victory. And so for you going forward this week and after that, like this is very good. And like the past few weeks, it feels like you are really getting it together and figuring out what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. So this bodes well for you this week and onward. All right. Joyous Ocean, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. We are looking forward to seeing you at StaarCon. Here is a card for you. Joyous Ocean, the King of Swords. Here it's called the card of intuition. I love that. This week, I think you're really going to be on your game as a writer, as a speaker, as a person who knows the right thing to do. This also bodes well regarding your love life because I know you're looking for a dude and this would be a good dude to find. So, you know, that could be a good thing too. And for Jada, another king. So the fact that you both have kings, y'all are living together. Y'all might both be trying to be the boss of the household or the boss of each other. Be careful about that. Be bosses together. Encourage each other to be bosses in life. That's what you need to do. And Jada, you get the King of Pentacles. So this week you have to be the boss of the practical things. Do your laundry. Do what you got to do. And think about your long-term goals for career and for finances. Christina R., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Cards for you and Karen W., of course. And Karen W. is a member here. Yay. All right. Okay, here we go. Christina, Prince of Swords, you know, your cards keep being so good and like you're back channeling with me, texting me, let me know what's happening. And it's not necessarily matching what the cards are saying, but the cards give us hope and faith. So here we go. Knight of Swords, essentially, is what this card is, Knight of Swords. And so this week, I think you'll get some information that will be helpful to you. This week, I think you'll be able to spring in action moving forward in a way that's positive. And for Karen W., the Five of Wands, not the easiest week. You may be in conflict with someone. You may be trying to sort of prove a point or move an agenda forward. Stay out of other people's conflicts if you got no place being there. And try to be the voice that gets all of those different opinions to come to consensus and move forward. Consensus is what you're looking for. All right. Diana Price, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Let's see what we've got here. King of Swords, look at you. This is a good week for writing. It's a good week for working with technology. And it's a good week for recognizing that you are a leader and you are stepping into your leadership. Pamela's Insight, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a moderator. We appreciate you. Here is a card for the week forward. You have also received the Ace of Wands. And I've lost focus. Oh, there we go. We're back. Okay. You have also received the Ace of Wands. This week, lean into your creativity. And if something makes you angry, explore it. There's truth there for you that will help you learn and grow and all of that good stuff. But mostly do art. Arlette, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Wendy, yeah, I agree. I think the words on the cards would offset me during a reading. Yeah. For sure. All right. Arlette, here we go. The Star. This is fabulous this week. Lean into healing, lean into satisfaction. Think about what you want and what you want to create in your life and recognize you have the power to do it. For Chris, the Queen of Cups. Do not be afraid of your emotions. Lean into your emotions, explore what's going on in your heart, and be willing to sit with that and feel that even if it's uncomfortable. Teresa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I shuffled, but look, here's the Star once again. And you have to say, like, that's a great star, isn't it? That could be my very favorite star of all time. Freaking fabulous. All right, Teresa, this is a week for you for healing, satisfaction, and getting what you want. So lean into it and make it happen. Is this like exam week or something? I don't know. But one way or the other, I think it's going to go well. Things will go well for you. Oh, Joy Associate, you had a good date last week. That's fabulous. All right, Kathy, it's up to you. It's your turn. I was going to say it's up to you, but it's not. It's really up to me because I get to do the reading. Kathy, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here's a card for you. Card of victory. This is going to be a good week. Something good is going to happen for you in your favor. Victorious. Well done. It's a good thing. Nalini Kalu, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. The Three of Cups, joy. I think this could be a very good week for you. I think you could enjoy the company of people around you. I think you could sort of remember that things can be fun and things can be good and you can be a joyful, creative person. And so this could be a great work. Oh, I meant to say great week, but I said great work. Take that as you will. Joyous Ocean, thank you. I love the hopefulness and realness of all your readings. Thank you so much. All right. Cabin Life Creations, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I sure did. Here is a card for the week ahead. The King of Cups. This week, lean into love and lean into leadership and lead with love. Whether or not you are in a formal leadership position, remember that you carry an energy in the world and that matters. And so let that energy be love. Oh, Kathy, love the victory card. Hope the good news is related to my son who's recovering from a terrible car accident. I am so sorry that happened, but yeah, I would take this as good news. Please keep us posted and we will keep him in our thoughts. Oh, Teresa, putting the final edits on your paper and presentation, then you're done. Perfect, perfect. All right. Michelle F., it's your turn. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. The Five of Pentacles, I love that this is adaptation. Again, different, I think, than the Crowley word. But very interesting, right? I think. I don't really know my curly words as well as I could. Anyway, this is an interesting one. This could be a little bit of a tough week. Be willing to be flexible. I love the word adaptation for this card. Things are not going to go the way you think they're going to go this week, but the way that they do go could be really good. So just be willing to roll with it, and it'll work out great. Okay. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Prince of Discs, or Knight of Pentacles. This week, pay attention to career, pay attention to finances, pay attention to your well-being. Be practical above all else this week. Jackie Masters, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We really appreciate you. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Here is a card for the week. Woohoo! The World. This week you may complete an important project. You may level up in some way. You may get a promotion. Something big could happen, or on a very internal level, you could come to a new realization that will be helpful. One way or the other, it feels big and it feels good. Okay. Justine, hashtag quote book. I honor my own intention more than I honor the artist's intention. Fair enough. There it is. Christine Hallowell, thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week ahead. And Ginny is in the chat looking for someone to let her know what the 3 cards were. And I don't remember. If someone does and could let her know, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind the reminder either. I know the 7 of Wands was in there. I know that. All right. Christine Hallowell, here we go. The Wheel of Fortune. Expect some ups and downs this week, but in general, I think things will go well. So expect good outcomes and stay optimistic. This is a really good week to lean into your own optimism. All right. Wendy Robison, spiritual advisor. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Can't wait to see you at StaarCon. And here is a card for you. King of Pentacles. This week, really look to level up the business. It may mean taking a risk. It may mean learning something new. It may mean putting yourself out there. But level it up because the energy is here for you for your success. All right, Lisa Harmon, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you so much for the generous super sticker. Here's a card for you. There is that Prince of Discs or Knight of Pentacles. This week may be a week where you take care of home, where you take care of finances, where you take care of health, where you take care of business. It's all good. Claire C., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Emperor. This week, just recognize that you really have landed. You have arrived, like I think past retirement, you spent some time like just sort of trying to figure out what it was going to look like. And I think now you've got a sense of it and you're really stable and good with it and it feels good. Oh, thank you, Pamela's insight. Appreciate that. Julie. Well, this card flew out, so I guess it's yours. Julie, for the week ahead, 3 of Pentacles. Great stuff for work, money, and getting recognized for the good things you do. Should be a good week. All right. Here we go. Persnickety. Yours is the next question that I see. And I will just give you all a warning. I will time out in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to get to as many people as I can in the next 15 minutes. But if you're just coming in, I may or may not be able to get to you. And I'll tell you that in advance. I'm so sorry. I really like to go till I get to every single person. Today, I may or may not be able to. All right. Persnickety. Here we go. The 9 of Cups. I think this is going to be a great week for you. And this is a great card for manifestation. So this week, think about like how you're grateful for the good things in your life, and then think about what you are working to manifest in your life and really bring energy and belief to that. All right. Kimmy, you are up next. Thanks so much for being here. Kimmy, 6 of Swords. Here they call it the card of change. Of course, we think about it as sailing towards smoother waters. We think about it as, and this is how I know that they're not using the same keywords that Crowley did, even though it's a similar concept of that single word thing, because this is the card of science in the Crowley deck, and I know that for a fact. All right, so now we know. Good enough. So for you, Kimmy, I mean, you are studying science, so this is the card of science, so there's that. This week, you may find some things move you in a slightly different direction in a good way. So be willing to be a little flexible and think about things from a logical perspective. Leah, here we go. River's Edge, you're so cool. Thank you so much. But I will try, you know. All right, Leah. 10 of Pentacles. This week may be very good in terms of connection with family, feeling the blessings of your ancestors, financial gain, good things regarding work, or even romance. Like this is basically a good card for all the things. So this week, enjoy all the things. Joanne Ellis. I am likely to be able to get to everyone in the time I have. It's looking like. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Peggy Lou, you hope to attend too. That is fabulous. Wait a minute. Okay, yes. Okay, Joanne Ellis, here we go. Oh, Barbie Bird, you're interpreting the layout card. That's so good. I love it. Yolanda, I did get to you and Mark and Jenna. I did. Okay. So here we go, Joanne Ellis. Ouch. 10 of Swords called Desolation. Good Lord. We know the 10 of Swords is a hard card. You didn't have to give us that word. Although I want to say in Crowley it's called Ruin, which is like just as bad or something like that. So here's the thing for the week ahead, Joanne, you may be dealing with some difficult things. Do not over catastrophize. Do not overthink. Find solutions, but do not overthink. That's the key. Okay, TJ and GA, you are up next. Here we go. Seven of Pentacles. They're calling it delay. I get that. That makes sense. So TJ, this is a week to focus on your goals, but recognize it may take longer, or it may be harder to achieve them than you had hoped or thought, but that doesn't mean they're not worth doing. So lean into your goals this week. And for your daughter, Temperance, this week, be patient. Like both of you need to be patient this week, so be patient with each other too. Be patient, but also be creative. Recognize that you have the ability to create wonderful things in your life. Okay. Ben, Libra does tarot. You will also be at StaarCon. Can't wait to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for the week ahead. You get the world. This week, you may find that you finish an important project. You may find that something really great happens. You may find that you get a new perspective on something that's very helpful. Lumen, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. Lumen, you get the devil. You're not the first person to get this here today. This week, be careful about what you're attaching yourself to. If you're attaching yourself to a plan, a thinking, an idea, a group of people, a person, if you're in the process of doing that right now, be careful. This doesn't say don't do it, but it does say be careful. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here we go. Oh, you get the Two of Cups, which means I interpreted another card earlier as the Two of Cups that wasn't. I interpreted the Unity card as the Two of Cups, but I think that was actually the Two of Discs. But my interpretation stands because it is what it is. But hey, we're learning a deck together. Here we go. So Liz, this week, you do you, boo, and you do the people that you care about, and don't worry about those other people over there. You just stay in the space of love that you've created. That's what you do. Baby cakes. Oh my gosh, I feel in despair and craving carbs. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I mean, it's only hilarious if you were here for that part of the broadcast. Okay, it's not like hilarious that someone's in despair, but it is in that context. All right. Cassandra, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Cards for you and Raquel, of course. Hanged Man for you, Cassandra. So this week, don't try to control what you can't control. I think there's a part of you that's feeling like hyper vigilant to try to get things done or try to make this the best holiday ever or something. Chill. Chill. You do the best you can every single day, and that is more than good enough. Remember that. And for Raquel, the Queen of Wands, this week, lean into your creativity. Lisa McCord, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Hope you can come to our meetup this coming Sunday. Here we go. Woohoo! Ace of Pentacles, and you're starting a new job. I love this. I love it when the cards are like so freaking poignant. Like, don't you start a new job like really, really soon? Maybe not this week, but next week or something like that. So congratulations on that. I think it bodes well. Janine Barnes, a card for you and for your sister. Most certainly, yes. Here's a card for you. Six of Swords. This week, stay in your logical mind. Honor your emotions, but your emotions will not lead you where you want to go this week. Okay. Your sister. There it is. It's the Two of Pentacles. Good enough, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's what it is. Okay, so this week, what you really want to be doing, this week, what you really want to be doing is just focusing on the flow of everything that you're doing and see how everything works together, and everything will work together, and it will be good. It will be good. All right. So, and for your sister, the World. This week, think about something that bothers you and see it from an entirely different perspective. Use some energy to change your perspective to bring more peace to your personal world this week. Oh, Lisa, good. I'm glad you plan on being there. So your card Friday was the King of Pentacles. You're ending one job. Everyone listen to this. She is literally ending one job and beginning another. Her card on Friday was the King of Pentacles, the end of the cycle of the job. Her card today, the Ace of Pentacles. Do the cards lie? Never. All right. Lynn, good to see you. Here's a card for the week ahead. Ooh, Imagine Dragons. The Seven of Cups. So this week, Lynn, recognize that you have a lot of possibilities, a lot of choices, a lot of things can happen. Do not let this be a cause for anxiety. Make the choices you can and be open-minded. Okay. Ashley, here's a card for you. Yes, Joyce Ocean, I absolutely did you. Yes, you know that, though. You were here. Ashley. You get the Tower. Now, we'll remember that other people have gotten the Tower on Monday and live to tell the tale. So will you. But this week, expect the unexpected. And look for change that will bring you to a different level and a different place, and be open to new enlightenment. All right, Nanya, you're up next. I shuffled, but you also got the Tower. This week, do not avoid addressing what needs to be addressed. Do not put things off. Do not procrastinate. All right. Okay. All right, Virginia, you did cancel your trip. The friends you meet there are not happy about it. Oh, well. And here's a card for you. Well, you certainly had a change of plans. Six of Swords, you made the right decision. Like, this really tells me you made the right decision. You trusted the science and you did the right thing. Hope you feel better soon. This week, just move forward. You're good. River's Edge. I got to you. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to get to everyone, I think. Oh, I'm not sure you wanted it, though. The devil. You know, this week, though, I want to say, like, this week, you may really feel like pushing things a little, pushing things to the edge. And sometimes that can be good. Like you want to be provocative. Sometimes that can be good, sometimes not. So just be careful. You've got a desire right now to be a little provocative. Be careful about how you do it. All right. Rose, here we go. Oh, wait a minute. Rose, I will get to you. I'm going to do Rosemarie next, and then I'll do you, and that'll do it for the day. So Rosemarie, here we go. King of Wands. I love that they call it innovation. This week, use your creativity. Remember that you are the boss of you, and you can make decisions. Rose, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Here is a card for you. The Hanged Man. This week, instead of fighting the things that bother you, try just embracing it and see what it feels like to just completely embrace it and surrender to it. And see what that feels like and how that shifts energy for you. It's an experiment. All right. My friends, from my perspective, I have gotten to everyone. And honestly, if I didn't, I am so sorry. But that is my time today. Remember, we have a class on Wednesday, 7 p.m. The link is already up. We're doing reversals. So I hope to see you there. There are links in the description. Follow them. Get your StaarCon ticket, book an appointment for a reading, all the things. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much to everyone who helped out with super stickers and super chats, and to the members and to the moderators and to all of you. Thank you. I'll hope to see you Wednesday night for class.